And there you go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 100th greatest show on YouTube.
Good morning, good afternoon, good
So
evening.
let me find my
and good night.
bearings. It just arrived.
Wait a minute. Who replaced DJ Cryptomatic with this this corporate stooge here we have
Yeah, well,
below
it's
us?
obviously
You look a little bit
Rona-
like Peter Schiff.
Rona is over, so I have to go back to work. And obviously, I'm a white collar worker, so sorry to disappoint.
Okay.
It's very nice. I like the tie. It's very, very
So let's see who's in the house.
classy.
Good morning, Crypto Freedom.
Wait a minute.
King.
Hold on a second.
What?
Do I detect French cuffs on this guy? You must be in the upper echelon of your
Show?
building. French cuffs.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Fancy.
Yeah.
French cuffs, got the rolling
Wait a
on my
minute.
arm. And
Wait a
Whoa.
minute.
John
They're not
Don.
hex cups. What the hell?
I know.
No. I'm waiting for the DS cuffs. So I've got
Ooh.
the shirt.
DS cuffs.
Next,
Wait, let
next
me.
in line.
Can I switch you around? Yeah.
That's
so
better.
Papa
Thank you.
doesn't have the logo in his head.
Thank you. Thank you.
Doesn't have to run around.
Yeah, we can hide the dump behind the logo.
It's all up and to the right with the DS
Yeah.
logo. It's very nice. I
Exactly.
like that.
Shit. So yeah, if you want me to remain on this show, you have to put up with me looking like the CFO of.
I think you look
going
wonderful.
forward.
I think you look wonderful. You're bringing it up a notch.
Bring it up a notch, right?
I told you I would put on the jacket, but
it's
in
hot in
solidarity, I'll wear a tie next time. How's
It's
that?
hot in here.
It's hot in there.
The weather's out. It's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful outside now. So let's see. Dan Smith, good morning. Well, I'm gonna skip DJ this time. Melf Tony again. Every morning as he's here. T-Bird, Hex in Effect. Good morning. Hey, Godfather, Footsteps, Gen X, Takao also every day in the chat. Pulse Max, Guns Up, Hex on Air. Hey, Hex Bra. Good morning, Hex Huddle. Finnbier, Achtung. Okay, you have to explain that.
Achtung, baby.
Crypto Germany. Yeah, Achtung, here we come. Hex Katie, Finnbier, George Takao. Oh, the Raj is here. Good morning. Namaste to you as well. Tariff 11.
Yep. Total's right. I do not shower
okay.
ever.
I just showered 2 times because it's so hot today.
In fact, I never
goodness.
leave this chair. I simply turn on the video and I sleep in this position. I eat in this position. And I'm sitting in a pile of my own filth. Everything is perfect.
Ellen in the house as well. Spike, Madoc, Dan Smith, and who's that? Mofit Meals by Monica. Good morning. You seem like you're random join here. Welcome to our channel. Okay, I named the stream Meme City today
Why?
because of all the memes that have been happening, and Richard Hart asked to throw in some memes on his stills that he has been tweeting recently on Twitter. So we're gonna look at those, unless you want to
Are we going to have a meme off? We're going to
drop
create
another.
the
Yeah,
memes?
meme off.
Meme
Yeah.
off.
Okay, we create the memes live here.
And everybody,
Let's
if you had
go.
some cool memes, send me via Telegram DM or throw them in the chat as a link. Links probably won't work. Send them as a DM to @bpkdasbaum at Telegram, and I'll throw them up on the stream.
Send
Yes.
them right now.
I like this
Yeah,
idea.
send
I
them
think this is
right
great.
now.
It's nice. Yeah, we'll see how he juggles all that live, but let's go. We just have to sit back, Papa B.
I plan to contribute. Let's meme away.
I have the very first one. Oh wait, actually, I have to.
You know, in Japan, this is a game show. Actually, they have a game show where they
For
put up
memes?
the random pictures, and then they give the comedians like 10 seconds to come up with a meme.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So we can do this live here. It's not a bad thing.
Do you see my BG's
There we
clip
go.
on Twitter?
You know what? I forward that it. One of my
That's nice, isn't it?
Yep. One of my. We'll talk to you about that in a second. Stop
Yeah,
typing your seed
stop
into
typing.
keyboards. Okay. So this is a meme, right?
Can I zoom in on that somehow? Or do I have to like zoom in?
This one was not so inspired, right? It has him holding his keyboard in a funny way.
You want to hide
I'm
your
also
tabs,
gonna.
your
I'm
tabs
also
maybe.
only gonna throw up memes that are decent. How to say that?
Yep.
That are decent.
Jugendfrei.
Yeah. You
What
can
else?
fly.
What else you got then?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, this one I can't even throw that up because it won't play, will it? Or will it?
Oh, nice. Porn. Oh, jeez. Okay, very nice. It's very nice. Yes.
I like this one as well. All the seating ones.
Yeah, that's good.
The waiting one.
I love the duty-free pulse chain. That's especially nice.
Yeah,
This is the original one.
that's hilarious.
Beautiful.
I did a bunch of those. Also made the team for everybody. By the way, for everybody who doesn't know, we are actively making them, and we're making meme templates. So this one, for example, and then you have, I don't know, you can put in whatever you want in there.
Hmm.
So if you want to participate and also do some memes, just join the HEX memes channel on TG. What is it? Because maybe people might not know that this channel even exists. Meme ingredients. Oh. Camera guy just shared the photo album for memes. That's cool. And where is it?
I've mastered the
There we go.
ability
I think it
standing
was
so incredibly still that I become invisible to the eye.
the HEX
Watch.
memes.
I watch.
So I can put that up.
How about that? Go back to the other one before.
Wow, as if I can with the. I've mastered the ability.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Can we go back to the blank one?
Yeah.
Because this one is legitimate. Okay. How about 5 minutes to live stream? Lol.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Since who is it? Mofit Meals. So the one I'm using is image flip. It's very easy. Just let's go. Hey whales.
Hey, whales.
You go to image. I mean, there are multiple ones that you can use, but this is the one I use.
To do what? To insert the
So
actual
you go
words?
to create. No, you go to create, make a meme, and then you can upload new template. You put in the image that you want. You paste it, or you can upload from your PC if it's not in your what is it called? Copy paste. How you call that if it's in the memory? I don't know the word in.
Wait.
That doesn't
While
really
you're
matter.
doing through all this crap, AK says SAC balance is updated. Launch in 2 weeks? Question mark. No, it has
We
to
are
be the
not here
final
for
balances.
technical-
Not just an update. It's the final balances achieved and announced, and then 2 weeks ish.
So you can have in there whatever you want, and you can edit it. So you can throw out a quick meme. What do you wanted to say, Papa?
Oh no, my comment was simply live stream supposed to start in 5 minutes. Lol.
Oh wait, wake up, Hex. In 5 minutes. That's the one.
That's whatever you think is funny. Yes. How about the banana is small and in the wrong place. Lol.
Now it's getting interesting.
Yeah.
The resident Vulcan.
Or stream in 5 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
So you can get in everything you want. You can even add more images, like give him the cool sunglasses
Of course.
or whatever. You know, you can put in memes on memes on memes, and just a random generator, so you can have fun with that and create at your imagination is your only limit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are people making their own as well. I like this one as well. I don't know who did it. I'm saving
great.
all of them.
Beautiful.
Let's throw up a few more. What else do I have?
Yeah, it's funny.
You have to be a Star Trek fan for this one.
Oh, I remember that. See, you have to remember the Star Trek Next Generation one where he gets
Where is
Picard. Picard has to say that there's 3 lights or something like that.
There's
4
4 lights.
I
And
get it.
the
There's
the
4
other
more.
guy is trying to tell him that it's 5 lights, but he doesn't break.
Right, until the very end, and then he would have broken. He says he almost had me if it wouldn't have been that last moment.
Yeah.
He says to Riker, his number 1, at the very end, I saw 4 lights. Right? Isn't that the joke at the end?
Yeah. Well, it's not a joke, but yeah.
Well, no, it's the very serious end of the story. Is that he actually had him broken? See, I am a nerd. it's interesting.
Okay. So, somebody wanted to talk about what pulse balances?
It's easy
was
as
it?
fuck. We simply Control C and Control V Ethereum. That I get. I like this. I think this is
1 year later.
it's very funny.
Still no pulse chain. Yeah, Zwischenablage, but I don't know how do you say Zwischenablage in English.
It's one more beer.
Copy paste clipboard. God damn it. Yeah.
Ah,
Thank you. Clipboard in English.
that's very funny though. Will simply
What
Control
is
C and
clipboard?
Control V
Gen X
Ethereum.
had it. Yeah, clipboard. Thank you. Thank you for all the people. I missed it.
I wish the sacrifice balances were that simple.
Yeah.
So what
well,
happened? What happened with the sacrifice balances?
They
I
updated the
missed that.
checker.
The checker? What checker?
What
Sac
checker?
balance checker.
Yeah.
The balance checker, man. Where have you been?
Oh, the website that tells you how much you get.
What
Okay,
sacrifice?
Okay,
What fucking? Where have you been?
okay, I get it.
The sacrifice checker's been updated, so it's an update. It's not a final. The balances are done. Now do your countdown of 2 more weeks memes.
So, did anything change? I thought that it's just the people that are like outside of the normal sacrifices. You know, the people that sacrificed late, sacrificed to the wrong address, sacrificed the wrong coin, sacrificed on the random network. So for most people, it won't change, right? For
But
everybody who did
tiny
like
little-
the normal within the 30-day
There's-
window and so on.
But I predict a butterfly effect between those little ones that were within the actual SAC time frame, what day they were, what multiplier they're entitled to, and it has a knock-on effect across everything. That's, I imagine, the complexity here. If you're going to be magnanimous and give dum-dums the ability to, get those SACs in on their exact timestamps with their right TWAPs and right the this and that, it's all going to have an effect on the entire grand scheme of things. That's why it's so complex. It's not easy stuff, It is truly rocket science.
Well said.
What's happening is that you have to take into account the fact that they literally shut down the counting, 3 days ago, whenever it was that he announced it, last week or whatever. So from that point on,
You mean the tweet from Richard that says no more sacrifice? Yeah.
That's when it actually, like, from that point on, that 000 time mark is when that was officially the end of when they were going to count anything else. So you have that, and then you have him helping the morons that sent Pulse or their SAC to the wrong addresses. Like, he's helping all these morons out, and that's what's making it take a long time. So if you're out here complaining why it's taking so long, blame the motherfucker next to you, to your left and to your right, because they're the fucking problem, not Richard Hart and not his devs.
Yep, of course not.
So,
I get people in chat as late as yesterday. This one guy came into chat saying, "Oh man, I just sacrificed for Pulse," and I'm like, wait a minute, what? This is yeah. I mean, what do you mean you just sacrificed? How many days ago did you do this? No, just now. So you found this chat just now after you sacrificed for Pulse, and what's your question? Well, I don't see my points coming up. I'm like, so you can't. 5 minutes, you could have come into the chat, asked your question first, and known that you were not going to get any Pulse. You weren't even going to get referred your automatic swapped over to Pulse X points, because even that's shut down, and you couldn't think to come to chat, the same chat that you found immediately after you fucked up, to come in here and ask the simple question, is sacrifice over? Well, it didn't say it on the website. Enough. I can do no more for you. I'm sorry. And I don't say that to many people.
It
but
does
I'm
say
sorry.
it on the website though, right?
That's what I claimed, and he said, no, it doesn't. I said, well, then think about the actual bonding curve. Wouldn't the bonding curve have gone up into wherever? I mean, look, I'll cover your $150 pleb money for the Pulse you would have gotten. Let me see in my piggy bank here. 0.000 Pulse. Here you go. I could do that, but I could also say, sorry.
So people that missed out or did it completely wrong, you can still go to some faucets. You'll get free pulls. You'll find it yourself. I won't say the name, but if you do some research, there is one project that's giving out free pulls for everybody.
But
if you
that's
play
bomb.
some
You can
games.
say it. You're not on the chat right now. You're on Discourse Syndicate. You're allowed to say these third parties if you want.
But wouldn't it fall back to Discourse Syndicate if it's
no, you've
if
seen
it's breaking
something
up?
and you can't vouch for the for whether or not it's
Okay,
legit.
let's say this is not
Financial
on
advice.
Discourse Syndicate. This is not financial advice, but you can check out freepulse.io. They are making something. They are making some games that give you free pulls if you do a few things. You look at videos and so on, and you will also, if you participated only in the Pulse X sacrifice but not in the Pulse Chain sacrifice, you'll get 1 pulse anyway for free, so you can actually do transactions.
One pulse, 2 minutes.
So
Also, Richard is giving away, or the African priest is giving away, 1 free pulse for anybody that sacrificed only for Pulse X and did not think to actually sacrifice for Pulse for gas. You'll be given 1 pulse for every wallet that sacrificed for Pulse X automatically. And again, the African priest is a gentleman and a scholar that should be able to give you that gift. So you can transact from minute 1.
And I mean, probably most of the people know someone who has participated in Pulse sacrifice, Like if you came in, somebody probably brought you in, and there are lots of people that will have tons and tons of polls. I'm pretty sure that you will be able to get some polls from a friend of a friend of a friend or something like that. And once Postchain launches, I assume that there will be lots and lots of advertisements and like giveaways and so on streams. Like people always do some kind of giveaway or do advertisements. Yeah, and then you will be able to get some anyway, even if you missed like everything.
Yeah, but also the Pulse X sacrifice is done. So the best advice right now is to buy HEX and get your copy. And
But we
if
don't
you
give
absolutely-
financial advice.
If you absolutely must, then swap that after launch for Pulse Chain or Pulse X. No financial advice.
You mean that's what you would do? You personally?
Yeah, that's what I would tell these people.
And DJ Cryptomatic, congratulations on your new position at MSNBC on the ticker chart behind you.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
trust
Yeah.
the guy with the chart in the background and
The tie.
sleek
Yep.
outfit.
Don't trust the white collar worker. He's
We should make you a meme.
Get you.
Right now. Like,
Yes.
come on, screen grab that one quick before
Screen
he's
rag,
turning into a DJ again.
Cryptomatic.
DJ Degen.
Carpet baggers.
DJ by night.
DJ and trader by day.
Right. Should we talk about Maximus?
Please educate me because I am a babe in the woods when it comes to this.
Right.
It's just an HSI.
My take on the Maximus token is that you can never really sell it, because if you are after HEX, if HEX is the most valuable thing to you, like it is for me, the beauty of this thing is that you pool your little HEX that you have with many other people, and thus maximize. That's why it's called Maximus, I guess, on the longer and bigger pays better bonus. So you get more HEX as if you would stake on your own Quattro Cinco, but you only get this back or can actually redeem that HEX if you still have all of your maxi by the end of the 15 years, right?
No, it doesn't have to be your Moxie. I mean, you can sell it in between and then buy it back.
Yeah.
That sounds like quite a gamble on top of a gamble.
Yeah.
Well,
How is it a gamble on top of a gamble? It literally
Well,
doesn't.
You-
make any
you-
sense.
you
if you're
still
if you're
have
given
the
so if you're given a
value.
okay, so let me understand what you're laying down because I do not know, so I got lots of questions.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that you create something that exists, you pool your resources with other people, you send it out into the future, and for that you're given a poker chip. And if you make use of that poker
Which you
chip,
can sell. So
which you can sell, but
if a
but
problem arises, you better sell that. but
I
then
understand. I understand. You're given a
less
poker
HEX.
chip, and the poker chip is redeemable for some gains now or any time between now and the maturity of whatever you've pooled for. But upon maturity, you better have that chip to be put back over the counter at the hawk shop so you can get your goodies back. Is
the
that
redeem
the
is
gist of
only
it?
at the end. Only at the end, though.
Sounds a
my
lot like
under-
another token that we know.
That's my understanding, but Wales correct us if it's any different.
It's a
You know, if there's one thing I've
It's a
learned is
derivative play.
that people just suck at analyzing everything.
well. What is it? Lay it down, Wales. Where are we wrong?
It's
I just heard about it today.
Oh, you haven't heard about Maximus at all?
No, I've kept my head buried down in the sand, and on the chat we don't talk about third-party products. So this is like 2 days ago I heard about it for the first time.
This isn't really like a third party product. That's the interesting thing.
Okay.
It's literally a hex backed
So Kramer.
cryptocurrency. That's funny.
That's funny, yeah.
No, Riz, only you were triggering me because you wasn't understanding like that. There's just two numbers here.
No, can you please explain?
So you take one hex, you swap it for a maxi. That's step one.
Yep.
So now
Yep.
you have a one-on-one relation between hex and maxi from day one.
Okay.
No matter how many maxi are given, or no matter how many hex are given to the maxi contract, it's always 1-to-1 from that point. Okay?
Okay.
Simple, straightforward. So what's step 2 is staking all that maxi and done. Staking it for the max. So what happened?
Stake
You
the
will,
hex.
yeah, the hex, sorry.
The hex gets staked in the contract. The
hex
maxi is
gets-
given to you as an equivalent for each hex that you stake in the contract, correct?
Yes.
Each hex that you submit to the contract, not that you stake, because the contract does the staking itself.
Yes, I understand.
Got it.
Well, everything that you send to the contract gets staked to the max.
Yes,
And
sir.
you get a maxi token on a 1-to-1 basis. You're given the maxi, your stuff is in the your hex is all in the contract. I get it.
Correct. So what happens is that's essentially a liquid stake.
You can okay. However, if you want to sell the maxi,
You can.
is there a peg to the hex price on the
There has
maxi?
to be one because
Has to
it's
be.
math.
It's a
math.
virtual one.
See, this is what people are going to come to learn because the plebbery is becoming very apparent. Everybody thought that they were smart because of Hex, but they're really not. They failed to actually listen and learn for the past year, and it's now becoming evident with all these projects that are coming out. This is why you don't hear me talking about them, and you're not ever going to hear me because people need to learn. I literally gave it away for free for a whole fucking year, and people didn't learn.
You're talking about it right now.
I'm elaborating on what's actually going on.
Wales is on his period this week.
No,
That
Is
was
that
last
people are-
week.
no, it's that people are gonna get wrecked. It's funny now, but when motherfuckers are getting fucking washed up on the shore, once Pulse Chain launches, the shit ain't gonna be funny then. So I'm just giving people fair warnings. You take it however you want. Don't mean shit to me. So whatever works for you. Just giving you the facts. So a maxi is the equivalent of having a liquid stake, basically. That's all
Sure.
it is. Don't overthink.
What does it do to the overall dynamic of actual delayed
No.
gratification?
That's what it is. There's no. That's what it is. It's a liquid stake because the math is there. It doesn't matter what you think or what the market thinks. The math is always going to be true, right? Just like T-shares dictate the math in Hex, the market price is irrelevant. That's a function of people's ignorance. And when you sell millions of something at a clip, you're going to negatively impact the nominal price of it. It's just basic physics. So over
I get it.
time, so over time, all this is just going to get washed out. It doesn't matter. But if you're here for the moment, it matters. Right?
So on. I want to understand a couple of things.
Mhm.
Number one is that what's the advantage and what's the disadvantage to interacting with this smart contract, which is effectively a smart contract on top of a smart contract.
So the advantage is as follows. You eliminate the need to have 25% of the cost of your stake at the end to cover the end staking function, assuming it's even that
Oh.
low. Assuming it's even that low.
Okay.
Number two is you will get your equivalent payout pro rata dependent on the number of maxi you actually have at the end of the ride.
Because hold on a minute. Because the end of your stake is not an S load intensive function. At the end, you're simply calling on the smart contract to relinquish or claim your maxi back
redeeming-
into Hex.
Yes, you're redeeming the
Ah,
maxi
okay.
you own dependent on the math backed by the maxi that's in existence relative to the payout from the principal plus the yield.
Okay, so is that the only thing that I gain for taking on the counterparty risk?
There is no counterparty risk. I don't understand that.
Well, it's a smart contract, and Richard Hart didn't build it, and I didn't build
It's
it
no
myself.
admin
Therefore,
keys.
somebody else did.
No admin keys. It's
No
all-
admin keys again. I know, and so you'll claim. I mean, I don't know yet, but I'll bet the next thing to say is that this is built by some community members that are great devs, and one or more of them had something to do with Hex, and.
No.
And it's been audited and all this other shit, right?
It's audited.
It's audited. They
Okay.
didn't work on Hex, but they are community members. They are Hexicans, and they're public. Everybody knows who they are.
Okay.
So, they're not new people that just popped up out of nowhere with a project. No.
Right. So-
Dipcatcher, by the way. Dipcatcher that
Dipcatcher.
made it.
Oh, Dipcatcher. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, Dipcatcher.
Dipcatcher
He
and Gold
created
Key.
a few tools in the past, and
Okay. I mean, look, I'm learning. I'm learning real time, so I
So
Yeah, yeah.
where
My
was
qu-
I wrong in my crypto Kramer analysis?
You weren't wrong. You just didn't give him the whole big picture. That's all.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
So you want to hold on to that maxi to get the ultimate hex back, the highest, taking into consideration all the bonuses and stuff. If you sell the maxi along the way, you get less hex back.
less hex or no hex. Is a contract broken? Is it all or nothing, or is it just a reduced amount if you come up with less pulse or less maxi?
You get less because it's a
Less.
1-to-1, and the math is being done the whole time.
So you can profit. You can profit by trading maxi out, selling it, and then waiting for a dip, and then buying it back again. You've effectively made more.
yeah.
Yep.
What if you
there
have
will
more?
always be a variation in contrast to the treasury. Some people will value it a little bit higher, and sometimes it will be a little bit lower. But it should follow the curve of the
gosh.
yield.
Is all of this though truly to get away from gas? Is that the only benefit
Not
from?
the only thing. It benefits people with non-sized pockets to benefit
Right.
from staking as well.
I
Like a
see, because they get a
pooling-
bigger. How
pooling
much is
stake.
there a set amount of the pooled assets before they actually stake, or is it random?
No, it's whatever people submit to the contract for minting,
Yeah.
But if you only stake, let's say you stake 10,000 hex, right?
and that's all. Then that's it. You get
So that
10,000.
your contract is your contract only, and
No,
you get.
no. It's
No.
1-to-1. It's literally 1-to-1. Do not lump this shit in some smart contract nuance that doesn't exist. You submit one maxi or one hex, you get one maxi. You submit 10 million, you get 10 million. Do not overthink it.
I know, I
That's-
get that. That's not my point. My question is that aren't you maximizing by the bigger pays better as well? You're pooling with other
happens.
people.
It's only one stake,
Whatever
Papa.
happens, happens.
It's one stake for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get a share of the stake.
Based
So
on
if
what you submit
if 5
and what
people
you wanna
sent in
spend.
10 million,
Yes.
it's a 50 million stake that's gonna be created.
So there's only one stake for the entire
Yes.
duration of the.
Yes.
Oh, when is the
It-
cutoff date then?
And five.
Once it launches, you'll have all the information.
Wow, that's
You're
interesting.
cutting out Dustbomb.
Look, Dust Bomb, that's a
It's me.
perfect meme right there.
I'm back.
There's a 30-day submission period.
That might
Then I
change.
understand.
Whoa,
So
Might
this is
change.
everybody get on
Time
board. Let's do one big stake.
out. Time out.
It's down to
That
two
might,
two
that
weeks.
might change. It might change to
weeks.
1 week. Like, we don't know. Wait till they put out the information. Maximus.cash. And this is why I don't like talking about projects. Like, we don't know. Okay, so
One-time
Because
event.
They want
Makes
to get-
sense.
they
Now
want
I
to
get
the
it.
duplication.
yeah, because
Now
they're
I get it.
focused on getting people a duplication. It might be 1 week, it might be 2 weeks. We don't actually know. We have to go to Maximus.cash and follow Dipcatcher and Gold Key to actually know, or go to t.me, whatever their handle is here. Hold on, let me pull it up. 'Cause-
Exactly. Yes. I smell burning hair. It means that Papa got it finally.
You stupid. Briz, you retarded. You got it quicker than Briz though, that's for sure.
You talked about it on Friday with the guys. That's why I thought you are the expert and can help us out.
So basically, it makes
You.
sense for everybody who came late or
on
who
the
has.
effing Hangout.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant. I'm not trying to talk about
Can
it.
you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, do we want to hear you as a question?
That's the other.
No, I just didn't know because I cut out earlier. Maybe my mic was down. So it makes sense for people that have a smaller stake and have issues with gas fees because of the
Yes.
pooling together. It still makes sense to have it on Ethereum. Because if you calculate it out, in the end, you have to pay like 1 or 1.5 Ethereum in 15 years to end stake because of the length of the stake for the 5555. And what Dipcatcher also found out is that with the current Ethereum block sizes, you can fit only 5 end stake into one block, 5 hex end stakes. So people will be fighting for block space in 15 years. And it might be that all the whales that keep long stakes, the 15-year stakes rolling on Ethereum, might be the new version of CryptoKitty and fighting for block space, increasing the gas fees to get their stake ending. But that assumption, I don't think he mentioned that in his stream, but that
I don't think the
assumes that
the
the
volume
block
drops
size will
off.
not increase. Yeah, if the volume drops off, and also there will be, hopefully, there will be an increase in block space or improvements for gas efficiency, it might be that this issue will never come.
But
I
I have
mean, they have
one
increased the block size already a few times, and that helped out.
I have one question, and that is, you're saving on gas fees, you're pooling up, you're getting bigger pays better with a bunch of people. However, key
And you're also getting
concept.
head run.
Oh, and it sweats headrun as well.
Yeah.
That's
why they're
fine.
trying to bring it out as soon as possible so they get the bigger head run
And
bonus.
doubles up
I
on
under-
full chain.
And
I
double
understand.
pulls, yeah.
Okay, I understand. However, guys, all of this stuff comes out at the same exact second onto the market, the same exact date, the same exact time, all of it. And you, as a tiny component of this bigger stake, now have to either hold and wait for things to dip down in case people want to dump, or you got to make your own move and be the quicker one to dump before everybody dumps. And now it's like market dynamic with a team is never a pleasant thing as far as I'm concerned. I look for little, valleys in the entire chart that whales did, teach me good. I'm capable of learning. He taught me that people were stupid because they weren't looking at that chart and finding the places where there'd be the least amount of hex coming out of the market. And here you are doing the opposite. You're saying, I'm going to be in with a big pool at the exact same time. We all come out at the same time together. And then what? And then what? That's my question. How do you play it the best, whales, on that date when everything comes out at the same time?
15 years in the future, who the hell knows is going to be like? That's
Maybe
a
Hex
weird
is
question,
worth-
man. I mean, there's
Well,
no way to
it's
answer.
just
What
a
do you
dynamic
do-
you have to consider.
What do you
Everything
do
comes
with
out
all
at the
your
same time.
15-year stakes when they end when everybody else is in the future because you set your stakes up when everybody else did? Like, that's kind of a weird question to ask.
Well, it's the same question, though. I didn't. I mean, I staggered mine around.
If you got 15-year stakes, your stakes are coming out when everybody else's are too. You're going to feel the pain regardless if everybody's selling millions of hex.
Well,
This is why people knowing how
true,
to sell
but-
is very important.
True, but this is precisely the same moment they come
But
out.
look,
the
But
same
you're
time.
presuming all
No,
this
no.
hex is going to be sold. I think that's a faulty
And
assumption.
you're
Now,
absolutely right. I
the
want to
other
know
false
what's
assumption is
Yeah.
that now it's like a couple of people doing this. In 15 years, hopefully, we will have thousands and thousands
It
of
might be.
stakes.
So you're just a drop in the bucket at that
a
point. is what you're
drop
saying.
in the bucket.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Fine.
worst case. You don't really know. Like for
You
all
will have
we
the
know,
best share rate, though, at this point
Yeah.
in time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super from that perspective.
Well, in
Like-
that case,
it's a
where do I
great
sign?
deal.
here's something you got to understand. This
You're
is
in the
your-
boardroom now. I like this. This is great.
Yes.
You know,
The
I-
chart is too depressing.
I think it's important to remember it's only year 2.
Yes.
I think everybody constantly forgets this. Just because of the types of questions that I hear, I know everybody forgets this. Because that type of question you just asked, Papa, is that kind of question. It's year 2, bro. You have no idea how much this is going to grow because you can't understand the size of the current financial economy. I mean, it's ginormous because of all the hypothecation and rehypothecation on top of the hypothecation. And then all the rehypothecation on top of the rehypothecation of the hypothecation. Like, it gets deep. And this is the shit that people need to understand because questions like that make zero fucking sense when you have an actual grasp of how fucked the present system is.
You're right, Brizology. It's simple. I should understand.
No. Understand how. Look at the value of the yen. Look at the value of the dollar. You lived through 2 currency regimes in your lifetime where you have seen the degradation of the value of said currencies. How are you not comprehending where this shit is going yet?
No, I get the overall plan. I'm just trying to put the
But
cherry on top.
understand- Yeah. What I'm trying to help you understand, there is no cherry to put.
No
You
cherry.
have to hold on
There is
tight
no cherry.
and hope
The
that
under-
everybody makes the right decisions.
The
moving
understanding of the pudding of the cherry is that there is no cherry.
forward. Yeah.
This is
Papa,
Zen.
what can you ascertain about the future when nobody is interested in being educated except for tell me what's good about this? That's the level of interest that I see from most people.
Yeah, I don't need to. Yeah.
How are we going to move forward with that frame of thought?
No, you're right. Look, I'll be the first to say, and I said this to my wife tonight when we were like sitting in izakaya, drinking and eating. We looked around. I said, I feel fucking sorry for all these plebs that don't even know crypto, let alone Hex.
Exactly,
Right?
man. But
It's like, look at all these blue pillars around here. This is terrible for them.
Look at you. But you're worried about your position when you're already superior to everybody else.
I didn't say I'm worried. I'm saying I'm trying to understand.
Line of questioning, bruh. What I'm trying to help you realize is that you can't fathom what's coming. That's how crazy it's gonna be, because it seems like it's not gonna be much of anything, because you're gonna have all these people playing in this pool, right? Because that's what it seems like right now. Because right now it's like only 90,000 of us in the pool. But we forget that there's billions of people on this planet that need income. Thank you. Yo, like, if you know what that word means, I don't need to say anything else. Like, shares are going to be important. And Hex is going to be the basis of a lot of financial futures, because there's just not a lot of income to go around, because the productive economy no longer really exists, and they keep trying to deplete it with all this automation. So we're combating a lot of negative forces, and the only way to combat them as human beings is by being educated. That's the only weapon we have, is our brain. We don't have any other weapon. What other actual weapon do we have?
Penis?
No, that's not a weapon.
Oh, it is.
That'll get you in trouble, actually.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. You got nothing else to hang on to and fend for your life? You might as well just flail at them.
I would call it a double-edged sword.
I think yours is, man. Mine's more like a stiletto.
Yo, hold on. Who was it? I think it was somebody posted this meme. It was Lights Out. We posted this meme. I don't know if you've seen it, Das Bomb. It was on Twitter probably like a few days ago.
Which one?
About
Tell
when
me.
post-chain launches. The dude had a boner, and he was doing a push-up off the boner. No arms.
Oh, yes, I've seen it. I think I didn't save it, though. Wait, I'll find it real quick.
Bring up the comedy. Quick, DJ Cryptomatic, bring in all of your minions on the boards and get them to sit down on all those board seats and find us our meme.
This is
It's
where you
actually-
have to go when you fucked up on something.
It's actually
Yes,
not
explain
stream
this.
friendly, so
I love
maybe
that
not
your
bring
seat.
it up.
Oh, it looks like your seat is actually
Yeah,
matching.
it looks like it's the
It looks
same
like you
way.
have been brought into the
It's black.
boardroom. It's like, have a seat. Where do you think you fit into our corporation? What more do you think you can do? Would you evaluate yourself appropriately? Do you think you're entitled to a raise? Thank you. You can leave now.
Yes, that's kind of how it goes.
Especially you're at the board seat behind. It's behind you. The
The one in the
CEO
middle.
is turning to you and
Yeah.
saying, come into my, we can use this room. It's okay. There's nothing scheduled for another half hour. Have a seat.
It's like,
Do you
good
need,
morning,
do you need a
gentlemen.
tissue box?
It's like, good morning, gentlemen. What is your priorities today?
You can find this pink slip, and do you need a tissue?
If you have an issue, here's a tissue.
Here's a tissue.
So did you see my Bee Gees clip? Jeez.
Yes. Show it again while we're waiting, because it
No,
is
we can't.
superb.
It's copyrighted.
Is it really?
That is
Wait,
so
even
much
without
fun.
the music?
Of course,
Yeah.
man. Bee Gees? Hell
Oh,
yeah.
dude, the skating is insane.
Bee Gees
I love
is
it.
Super copyrighted. Yeah, join me on Twitch, people. Tonight is on in 3 hours from now.
Is that why DJs use Twitch and not YouTube?
Yep.
I always wondered
But don't tell anyone, because otherwise they'll
Well,
shut that down too.
I'm sure Twitch got it on. I'm sure Twitcher got it on Smash for a reason.
Well, they're
Wow,
making
people
money
always
there,
think I'm
so-
angry. Motherfuckers don't understand how to hear.
You don't understand anger.
Yeah, people don't understand what anger is. This is not anger. This is me speaking to you with compassion and
Yes.
your lack of understanding.
Yeah, and this is a position of understanding where you can't understand.
Well, apparently
Not anger. No.
Apparently not. Apparently.
Oh, the challenger appears. Wales.
Yeah. Of course. I'm always off the mark, man. It's cool. So must be why
I think
inflation is at
Wales.
40
I
years
think
high.
Wales, in terms of analysis and math, has been the one person that's been right the most.
Yep.
I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, well, clearly I'm wrong off the mark all the time. So. Fucking retarded. Like, if it's about me. That's the funny thing. It's not about me because I can say whatever I want. You have to click the buy or sell button or whatever button you're going to click. It literally doesn't matter what I say. I'm just a purveyor of information. That was a good one.
Yes. Oh, my boner is far from private. Anyway. Oh, we're back to the chart. Look at that. You switched it up. Never a dull moment. By the way, those quad skates, I love to see them. And no helmets and no elbow pads, just boogieing to that music.
Just
Oh yeah.
Getting the dance on. Yep.
So one of my fantasies is to construct a
Skating rink.
skating rink of my own. I think I shared that with you in the green room.
Yes, you did once. Yeah. And
Yes. No inlines. No inlines.
I so want to see that come.
Yes.
To
Well, there's
fruition.
going to be a pulpit where there's going to have in the corner. There'll be the pulpit covered in.
Elevated.
Yes. It'll be covered in. I think it was
And purple carpet.
shag carpet in case anybody bunts into it. And then you're like maybe like one flight of stairs up, looking down on everybody, playing the nice cool grooves,
Yes.
flipping the lights on, getting the disco ball going. Oh damn, you'll be
This is a couple skate.
That's right. Ladies' choice.
Yeah.
Everyone, ladies' choice. Men, please leave the floor.
Well, we have a simulated version of that every Tuesday night on Twitch. So
I love it.
in the meantime.
In the meantime.
Yeah, why no inlines? Because inlines are not at all 70s stock
Yeah, it's not
items.
cool.
They are an anachronism. They don't belong in this time frame of my fantasy that I'm building for myself.
Why the hell would there be roller skate or rollerblades in the 70s?
There wouldn't be. That's my point.
Yeah,
It's not allowed. You got to get the quads.
Right.
Some boomer shit, basically.
Yeah. I mean, the quads are the OGs. That's the only thing.
That's right.
Until the
You
90s.
can't. Oh, okay. How's this? You can't do roll bounce with a quad. With an inline. You can't
That's
do the
true.
moves.
That's true. It would be difficult because you don't have the ability to turn in the same fashion as you.
No way. They're built for speed, not for the tricks.
Yeah. You're right.
You can't. And also you can't do the full couples moves with an inline. You can't do that stuff. You can't be all butt bumping in your hip huggers. No, you can't do that, man.
I'm not at that expert level. I don't know the physics behind that, but I do know that you cannot do a spin on the inline. You have
and you tell me you can do a 360 and you can go backwards and you can do all that stuff in speed with an inline. You can't do any of that. Inlines are for I understand what skating's for. Let's go forward fast. Okay. Inlines you could do at the beach, when you're on the boardwalk or something. But if you're in a rink, you want to start doing the moves with the music, and if you want to be seen, it's fun. It's not about that. There's your one move. Oh, God. There you go. See? Try that with inlines, man. See?
Wow.
Dude, he's got moves.
But what's funny? This is what's funny.
This is the best episode of Breaking Bad I've ever seen.
The father thinks he's killing it, and the kid is like, "What is wrong with this psycho?"
Dude, I'm sorry, but the father is killing
We're all
it.
gonna be like this
And we're all gonna be like this, exactly.
in the future. There is a second part, the better one.
You can play the clip. I just sent it to you. If you just
Do
keep
I
it
see
without-
fly wires?
without the sound?
Or oh no, it's a swing.
No, I don't want to play the sound on stream because it will.
Yeah, no,
don't do that, don't
probably-
do that.
If you,
No,
if
no,
you
no.
keep it silent, you can at least play the clip. It has some more skating.
But yeah,
Dude.
it's just a quick. Everybody can see it in their free time if they want to. Here you go.
A movie that I recommend to all is called Roll Bounce. If you've never seen it before, it came out like 6 or 7 years ago, something,
Oh,
maybe
really?
maybe more, but it's like it's in, just see it, Roll Bounce, very interesting.
I just watched a documentary about rollerblades and the fat that not fat, the how do you say that? No, it's just the fat. You can say that in English, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was there for like 10 years. It was like a bubble, and then nobody is rollerblading anymore because nobody wants to put them on and off. Everybody went back to skateboarding. Like skateboarding never died and was built up from the ground from the 80s. And it's still alive and kicking, but rollerblades, they just vanished. They were there in my youth for like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years at the height in the middle of the 90s, and then crash. Nobody, or almost nobody, is rollerblading anymore.
I still
Yep.
see people rollerblading, but it's just not for everybody because people are overweight in most cases. So it's not like they can even put their freaking feet in the damn thing. It's true.
Did you guys catch this comment from Ohams? Look at this. Oh, that's Malcolm in the Middle, lol. Breaking Bad. Are you kidding me? That's totally not the right show. Papa's like fucked up in the head, man. Of course I knew that, man. Come on.
Yeah, people are rollerblading. I don't know. I see people rollerblading still. It's just, it fell off. It wasn't in everybody's face like everything else was.
It's Malcolm in the Middle.
I don't know. I've always seen people. In New York, you always see people doing everything. So never mind what the fuck I'm saying.
Dude, Roll Bounce, by the way, I think it's in New York, I think.
Is
You
it?
gotta yeah, check it out. It's fucking insane.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's insane. It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
That's
you
the
killed
one
Huge-
with
huge-
That was funny.
with Bow Wow in the leading role.
Lil Bow Wow, right?
Yeah,
I think so,
no,
maybe.
that's in L.A. though. It's in LA.
Is it L.A.? Then
Yeah,
it would have
West-
been.
West Coast,
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Left-
East Coast.
left coast.
Left coast. Well, look, if it was great, whatever it is,
That's great.
classic.
movie,
It's classic. It's like, how could they have such amazing moves in this day and age? But performers are incredible.
Yep.
How did we get here?
We invested into Hex.
I forgot. No. I mean, how did we get to
bridge the
rollerblading?
time until you were finished loading whatever you were loading?
Yeah, we were waiting for you to come up with the funny thing with the penis.
Oh, yeah, and then I didn't want to do it anymore.
and it never came.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there's a consolation prize. We talked about rollerblading. Great. Well, with the last 6 minutes we have,
Did we finish the Maximus questions? Like, is it all cleared up?
yes, the answer is you don't
finished the
understand.
project.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
Yes. Back to
Well,
school.
what is next? What's next? 2 to 4 weeks. We're waiting for the balances. Maybe there will be no testnet v3. Hopefully, everybody needs to go on the testnet, check things out. What you gonna do? Do a
Well,
plan.
Don't be surprised if you can't restake your single-sided liquidity for PulseX, because that ran out. Successful test, mission accomplished. We don't need to do it again. Got your party. You swap that out. You got your rewards, and then you did it again.
Oh, speaking of rewards, I actually have a question. When I provide liquidity somewhere, I thought that you have to claim the rewards after you provided liquidity, but apparently it's automatically with the LP tokens. So when I get the LP back, I get just more, including the fees. They are part of the pool.
Well,
Well,
you
how
have to
does that
pull your
work?
liquidity at some point to get whatever you had in there for other liquidity fees and things.
Yeah, but the fees that other people pay, they go into the pool, and then when I claim it, I just get part of those fees, or how does that work?
Yeah, it increases your hold on one side of the liquidity pool, it's automatically entered into that. So, for example, if you have a pool of you had 5 and 5 and it's balanced, and then it suddenly goes to 6 and 4, and you come out of the liquidity, you'll notice if upon careful inspection that the 6 and the 4 both have either a little bit higher rate because you've collected fees on top of them. Am I right,
so
Wales?
it should be 6.1
Yeah,
and 4.1. That's
Correct.
what I'm asking. So it should
Yes.
be just a little bit more.
that's
okay.
the normal way it works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But in
Yeah,
this case, it also yields additional coins to make up for any impermanent loss that you might actually have on the token that you didn't want. For example, in the scenario that we just went with 6.1, 4.1, 6.1 may not have a dollar value equivalent to what it once had because it's the token that nobody wants. So it all flows into that bucket. Now, to make up for that, you're given these incentive tokens that come into come into being, and then they're given to you, and that somehow makes up for a little bit of that impermanent loss risk.
So I'm thinking that a lot of people will want to go the Pulse X to Pulse chain in the very beginning, and that will be profitable without impermanent loss. That's what I believe.
Where you believe that you're not susceptible to impermanent loss is exactly why you are susceptible to impermanent loss. Everyone's thinking the same thing.
No, they're both. Well, it's just for my specific situation, I guess, because I don't have a lot of Pulse X. Yeah.
Well,
It
then
would make sense.
run into the house that's burning rather than away from it. Go and trade some of your Pulse for Pulse X. It's the opposite of what most people are doing. Just go trade. Don't go
We'll
do
see.
liquidity.
Ask questions like this to yourself. Find out what you want to do. Ask questions in post dev chat. Make yourself a plan. Be ready for post launch.
Hex Hodl does not believe in the impermanent.
And with that, outro.
Outro!
Outro.